All right, man. Good afternoon, everybody. Big Sills here. You know, there is no question that Eagle fan is passionate about their star players. There's no question about it, okay? Make no mistake about it. They love their players, especially guys who have a little bit of character to them or are characters. Having a little debate here with Xander prior to going on the air. I've got a trade. And by the way, I'm trying to follow me here. I don't fall in love with the name on the back of the jersey. I fall in love with the team. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you Deshaun or Russell Wilson. This just in, guys. This is not going to be cheap. You don't have the guy at the signal caller right now to win a Super Bowl. Building a guy around him, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. I'm going to get to that here in a minute. But may I please make a statement here? Let me start this out. Guys, I'd like to know, tell me this flat out. Why is Ben Simmons not activated yet for the Brooklyn Nets? Is it because he doesn't want to play in that March 10th game against the Sixers? Wow. Holy cow. This guy is the weakest dude I have ever seen. Okay? Okay, I'm going to get to what Xander's going to post here in a minute, all right? Hey, I'm going to get to that. But, guys, why isn't Ben Simmons playing for the Nets? You guys, you knew it the whole time, didn't you? This guy is weak. He's soft. Do you know the excuses that Brooklyn is now giving everybody in the sports world? He's getting over his time in Philly and with the Sixers so that he can focus on playing basketball with the Nets and the rest of his NBA career. He's blaming you, Sixer fans, the Sixers organization, Philadelphia, for not playing right now because he's too mentally twisted in what happened in Philly. Ben Simmons is blaming Philadelphia for his troubles right now mentally. Dude, you're a professional athlete. This is part of the game. You're not ready to play because Philadelphia beat you up too much. That shows you the toughness of what that city is in places like Philly, Boston, Chicago, Pittsburgh. Can you believe that? He has turned it on you. And why he's so messed up mentally? Because of his time in Philadelphia. And you know what you get with the woke media? Well, he's getting over his mental stress issues fuck that. Get your ass out there and let's go try to win an NBA championship. We put our ass on the line for you. And this kid's talking about Philadelphia. Dude, that's old news. Even Carson Wentz put that shit in the rearview mirror. Come on, man. I'm not giving Ben Simmons a pass. Dude, go play. This guy does not want to play in that March 10th game against the Sixers. That's why he's not playing basketball. Can you imagine if you're Kevin Durant? You got a half-ass situation going on with Kyrie Irving where he can't play home games because of COVID protocols in New York. So you got a guy for the next, 8 games that's only going to play half the games. You need Ben Simmons on the floor. You know, for a guy who's one of the top defenders in the NBA, this guy does not like confrontation. Man, I don't know how you tolerated that dude in your city for all these years. Because you had to see this right away. He's soft. Ben Simmons is soft, guys. Holy cow, man. He's blaming Philly. And he's not even a Sixer anymore. Dude, time to look at yourself and start blaming yourself for your problems. not other people and not other situations. You never improved your game in Philadelphia. You never tried to, nor did you ever try to embrace it. Okay? NC Philly fan, let's get the fan base wild. Lane Johnson for number one. Wait a minute. I'm going there. You guys, I'll tell you something, too. I just got into a conversation with Xander. Eagle fans, I'm trying to get you a quarterback. Don't you want one? Okay. Hey, Samuel, you can't defend it any longer. Okay, Xander. Okay. Xander's going to put a poll up, too, by the way. Check it out. I put a poll on the chat. Would you trade Landon for a first-round draft choice? Follow me here. Hell, wait a minute, Chris. Okay. Oh, hey, Greer, it's completely fallen off. Wait a minute. Lane. Okay, way to go, Xander. Xander throws the poll out. And I broached this earlier on the middle with Barrett. By the way, I'm enjoying myself. And guys, thank you so much for checking us out on both shows. I can't tell you how I love you guys for doing that. By the way, please hit the like button for me. We really appreciate it. We're working on a couple people to come on the program. So we'll let you know who's going to show up. Hopefully it's going to be Merrill Reese. I talked to Merrill a little bit. He's going to try to find some time for us today. So let's see if we can. I'm not sure yet. It's not confirmed, but we're working on some folks here. So it's just going to be me and you. What's up, Carlos? Appreciate it. Guys, I threw this out earlier, and I want the floor here for this one. Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson conversation. Even Collard Coward has said, trade your first rounders to go get Russell Wilson. Okay. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, whatever. I think we all agree this team needs a superstar quarterback. I propose this, and I'm going to do it again. And this time, we're going to have a conversation, and not just me and Barrett. Landon Dickerson to Cincinnati. You call up Duke Tobin and Mike Brown. Give me your first rounder, your 31st. So then you would own 15, 16, 19, and 31. You'd have 4 first-rounders to go into the open market to go and get Deshaun Watson, to go and get Russell Wilson, and you can get your edge rusher all in the same offseason. Where am I wrong on this? If the Eagles have the deepest offensive line, an offensive coach who's the best in the league, you guys keep telling me that, how is this not make sense? You think people right now want to fly to Philly and play with the Eagles? With the way that current roster is built with the Devonte Smith is not attracting anybody right now to come and want to play in that offense, especially at the quarterback position. He's not carrying that weight. Devontae Adams. If I'm Russell Wilson, I look at this. Maybe I play in Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers leaves. Maybe I play in Tampa. You got wide receivers and tight ends out the wazoo in Tampa. Why would I go to Philly? I wouldn't. Think with your heads and not your heart here. Okay? Listen, I know you guys love this guy. Xander's like this to me. Why would you tear apart something where you'll have it's a great argument. Your left side, you'll have that for 15 years. Who are you blocking for? A second-rate quarterback? Where are you going with that? You're not going anywhere with that style of football. That style of football doesn't win Super Bowls. It's been proven. But we want to try to recreate the wheel in Philly. Really? You think a running quarterback with 1,000 yards is good? How many people think Lamar Jackson's going to win a Super Bowl? Answer that question, then you can answer your question in Philly. I'm suspect on it. I don't know. You think Lamar Jackson, if you say Lamar Jackson, you're not sure, Jalen never wins one. Jalen never wins one. And watch this. You got the best offensive guard and tackle in the game, and you did shit with it. Cincinnati shows you had the worst O-line in the league. They got to a Super Bowl. Did it cost them the game? Probably. Landon Dickerson's not going to diminish that offensive line tremendously to where it's worse than the Bengals. You put Deshaun Watson on a football team without Landon Dickerson, the Eagles are still in the NFC Championship game. You're still with a solid O-line, and you've got a top-flight guy, and with the fourth pick, you went and got an edge rusher. You might get the kid from Purdue. So you knock down two things that you need, and a question that we're now asking for, a second year. How am I wrong? I'm hollering. I'm sounding like Shannon Sharp here. Tell me where I'm wrong in this. Feast with Pete says, I like that. Trade Pete, Cox, Dillard. Package up her. Hey, you know what, too? Can you imagine if, packaging up Jalen Hurts? We were talking to that in our pregame. Packaging up Jalen Hurts gets you what? Jalen Hurts talent. Jalen Hurts is not going to land a first-round draft choice. A second? Dude, teams want ones. When we're talking talent like that, you want to give me 5 number 2s? Hey, first round's where it's at, homeboy. First round's where it's at. Hey. What's his name? Xander Isaac Sayamamala? Okay, hey, I hear he's a great player. You're not getting a 1 for him. As much as you overhype him, you're not getting a 1 for him. You probably get a 2 for him or 3. And listen, offensive line guys with talent, there's a huge marketplace for that. We see that every time these guys get out in the open market. Big pick and trade Hurts as part of Watson. So you're saying 3 1s in Watson to Houston. I don't know. Okay? They like this kid Mills. Lovie Smith said it. He's our quarterback right now. And for the record, Lovie Smith, the new head coach of the Texans, came out today, and he said this thing's going to be resolved here in the next couple of weeks. Oh, there are teams on the horn right now with the Texans and Nick Caserio, I would say every hour. What's it going to cost to get Deshaun Watson? I can guarantee you the Dolphins, Carolina Panthers, the Broncos, those teams, maybe even Chicago. Those teams are all over the New York Giants, maybe even the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to move off of Jimmy G. Trey Lance is not ready to play. Think about it. The Giants have 2 number 1s inside of the top 10. Okay? Where am I wrong in this? And you guys are in love with Landon Dickerson. Okay? That's great. Is he a great player? Of course I don't want to get rid of him. But that guy's position is not important enough for me not to look at Deshaun Watson and an elite QB. We're talking about grading up to one of the top 5 guys in the league. Birdman. Okay, Big Sills is on Cali Weed today. Birdman, you think you have enough right now to go get Deshaun and make your football team better. What you're trying to do is you're trying to keep continuing to get better, continuing the roster. And by the way, guys, you're still going to have 8 more draft picks. in rounds 2 through 7. And you got a 1. You would have all your picks in a 1 if you did this deal and you called Duke Tobin in Cincinnati, director of personnel. If you called him and Mike Brown, who's the GM/owner of the team, you would have all your picks in a 1. And you got Watson. I don't know where this logic's wrong. Hey, Samuel, get this. He says, F them picks. That's what the Rams say. Lawrence says, I don't even want. I mean, you don't have a quarterback who can win. Okay? Dickerson gets you more on the market. That's exactly right. That's exactly. Hey, and by the way, once again, know this. I'm not saying I don't like the guy. The guy's a star player, but you're going after an elite quarterback. You know, it's funny. I know people like to get the better of the contracts, or they would like to get the better of the deals. They always are looking at, did we get the best end of that deal? You're not going to trade anything bullshit to get Watson in any way, shape, or form. How about this? Let me say this to you. I think we have to look at it like this. Let's look at Deshaun because, quite frankly, guys, I don't really believe Seattle's going to let that guy loose. Russell Wilson. Okay? Let's do this. I'm just going to randomly do this off the top of my head here. You know, half of this is fun, throwing Landon Dickerson's name out here. But the other half is reality. It's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something you don't want to give up. Not just your draft choices. Let's do this. You think Deshaun wants to play in Miami or Philly? Where would he want to play? I'm going to put a list down here. Philly, NFL. I'll put the teams over here. Dolphins. You think Watson would lean towards going to Miami or Philly? M. Reyes says Miami. Smile says Miami. One above all says Miami. Okay? Miami. Panthers. Eagles or Panthers? Where would Deshaun want to play? Eagles or Panthers? That one? Then again, I got Christian McCaffrey. I've got Matt Rule as my coach, who's kind of on thin ice after his first year. I would say, hey, Steve, I'm with you. Okay? Yeah, you know what, though? I'd probably say Philly on that one. I'll give you Philly on Panthers. Denver. Broncos or Eagles? Whew. They got a hell of a receiver there. Their defense is not bad. Their offensive line is pretty damn good. They got some offensive people in the room. And I'm with you, Steve, on CMC. I'm with you. He's always hurt. They're trying to run Christian McCaffrey inside the tackles way too much, and that's why he's been banged up. I'm saying Broncos. I'd say Deshaun Watson would want to play in the Broncos, even though it's the AFC and you have a tougher road to get to the AFC Championship game. Let's do this one here. Steelers. Come on, man. The Steelers. Got Najee Harris. Defense isn't that good. O-line's not the best. Pittsburgh or Philly? Got to worry about Howie Roseman. If I'm Deshaun, I got to feel comfortable with that. Who's the new GM going to be in Pittsburgh? Dan, I don't know. I would say this to you. There's a lot of uncertainty going on in Pittsburgh right now. Who's the new GM after Kevin Colbert? The O-line's atrocious. The defense is not very good. Pittsburgh, but I think Pittsburgh has a lot of question marks right now. I would say the Eagles are probably trending in a better place. Plus, they're quarterbackless right now. And they're giving Mason Rudolph the vote of confidence if the season were to start today. Then again, there it goes, Steve. Mike Tomlin. I got Mike Tomlin as my coach. You're right. I'm going Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, okay, is the tiebreaker. Tomlin breaks the tie. You're right. Giants. New head football coach. New general manager. Barkley's always hurt. I'm taking Eagles. I don't trust what's going on in New York with the Giants. Listen, guys, I'm trying to show you here. So far, there's two teams. Panthers and Giants. By the way, did you see the news today? Washington is going to make a play for Deshaun. Washington. Better defense. O-line, pretty good. Ron Rivera's a great coach. Got a shitty owner. Got to deal with that if you're Deshaun. The instability at the ownership, he just came from a place where the instability at the ownership spot with the McNair family. I would say this to you. Washington, anytime you have problems in ownership, and the big thing will be, is Daniel Snyder still going to own the team? Do you want to be involved in that mess? Okay? Do you want to be involved in that? So I'm going to say Philadelphia. I'm going to be fair, like I said. Okay? I'm going to say Philly. Because I just don't know what we're looking at with the owner here, right? I have no idea what we're looking at with the owner. My point is that you have got to do this. You've got to make it so when he picks up the phone and hears Nick Caserio, the GM of the Texans, say this, we got a deal on the table. Here's the deal. We're going to get 3 ones, and we're going to get Jalen. Is that going to be enough to get Deshaun Watson to go, Philly? He's going to hang up, talk to his agent. His agent's going to go like this. What do you make of the general manager and the guy making all the decisions? Well, but his contract is up. By the way, would a decision like this affect Howie Roseman's contract? What if Deshaun Watson says this? I'll sign a contract to play in Philly, but Howie Roseman can't be the GM. What does the owner of the Eagles do? Put him back in a corner in a broom closet again, like he did for those years with Chip Kelly? You've got to address. We can't go into a second year asking the same question. Is Jalen the guy? He's not the guy. Howie's contract kind of coincides with this offseason. What if Russell Wilson's people go like this too? Hey, by the way, general managers do have a say in what potential free agent quarterbacks or players will do. I'm not playing for Trent Baalke. That's the reason why Byron Leftwich didn't take the Jags job. He didn't want to work with that guy because he saw what that guy did in San Francisco to Jim Harbaugh. And Byron Leftwich and Jim Harbaugh are dear friends. And he said, I want none of that. That's why he turned that job down. He goes, as long as Trent Baalke's there, I'm not taking it. Doug, having gone through the wars in Philly with Howie, says I can handle him. We'll see. We'll see who wins that power struggle. Know this about Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson going in to that Jaguar game, and I mean game, he goes in having a power struggle with the general manager, Trent Baalke. Same shit that went on in Philly. Okay? And again, this is why what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to put a sexy package together here to try to land Deshaun. I don't want Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't want any other quarterback. I want him. And I want him to know that. Deshaun, I want you to come and play in Philly. Make it public. I want you to play here. This is what we're willing to do. Dude, doing shit in closed corners. What did that get you with Foles and Wentz? You know what it got you? 2 nightmare seasons. 2 nightmare seasons. It's going to be a little pain to get one of these guys. And by the way, what are you guys all telling me about Jalen? Well, if Jalen ends up being the starting quarterback in September of 2022, he'll be able to handle this. He'll know it's just business. And then at the end of the day, Jalen balls out. You may have your guy. You get the best of both worlds. But right now, I can't have Deshaun Watson land in Washington or New York. Those 2 teams are making a play for him. I said it the other day on my Twitter page at Dan Sileo Show. Washington's willing to offer up Chase Young. Chase Young, who I think is all as good as the kid in Dallas. How about that for you? I think that kid, Chase Young, has a chance to be as good as the kid in Dallas. Parsons. Completely, I don't care what you say. That kid is great. Great upside. I think he was the defensive rookie of the year, if I'm not mistaken. The year he came out of Ohio State. John, fake news. You don't know that. You have no idea about that. You're going to listen to some sports reporter tell you that? You don't know that. Big picking. Chase Young is a B. Watch this. So wait a minute. I see. People in Philly don't want Landon Dickerson in a conversation to try to get another number 1. But the Washington Commanders are going to put Chase Young up. Oh, okay. I see. Right. Washington's willing to put up their best defensive player to get Deshaun. But let's not put Landon Dickerson up. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't give a shit about all that. Need a franchise quarterback. You need a guy who can move the sticks. Yeah, but I don't want to move him. Great. Then you have 2 dudes blocking for nobody. And you're 9-8. Or you're 8-9. Whatever. Congratulations. You sit in that shithouse whirlpool and you're in the middle all the time. 9-8, 8-9. 9-8, 8-9. And you'll sit in there for 5 years trying to figure out what the hell to do with no conviction. Dude, like Barrett did the other day, either shit or get off the pot. Let's move this thing here. Let's move the sticks. Let's move the sticks here. Again, I'm kind of half kidding, but I'm trying to make a point to you. If you want to get a franchise guy in this building, it's going to take some pain of commodities and draft picks. And, dude, teams are going to want a player back that can play. Draft choices, do you know what a draft choice is? It's like gambling. Think about what we have in free agency versus the draft. I want you to think about it for a minute. Every single one of these guys that are coming out in the NFL draft in April, it's a gamble. You have no idea if they could play in the NFL. Zero. And just because they played great in college, that doesn't always translate into being a great player. It just doesn't. Like I said, I was talking about Samuel from the 49ers a couple weeks ago. Who the fuck is this guy? Where'd he come from? I had to look it up. I don't ever remember him being that good at South Carolina. I was like, that guy played in the SEC? Holy shit. Really? I don't remember him. It happens. I get it. You're going to have to give up some pain here if you're going to want to get yourself back. See, You're not sexy enough right now, Philly, to land a quarterback. That's why everybody's doing this. I like Jalen. Let's build around him. What, another 3 years? What exactly does Jalen need? Watch this. I'm going to tell you what, hey, that's a good topic. Exactly what Jalen needs. This sounds like hater stuff, and I'm not. But I'm going to show you what he needs. And you tell me if Howie's going to be able to build that with what he has now and his track record. Remember, here's a guy's contract is up too. Guys, please hit the like button. Keep it right here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
You know you like being right. That's why you should enroll in an Independence Blue Cross plan. It's the health plan chosen by more people than any other, with more doctors and hospitals, more benefits that really rock, more of the coverage you want for the right price, including free doctor visits 24/7. It's a choice you can feel good about, because when you're right, you're right. And when you've got Independence Blue Cross, you're right where you need to be. Call 1-844-200-2583 today to get an Independence Blue Cross plan.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on three. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back, National Football Show. It's your boy Big Sills. Please, guys, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Feast with Pete says Jalen needs 2 Hall of Fame wide receivers, a big running back. Hey, you really want to spend a lot of money. I love how everybody thinks you could build these football teams like you're building a fantasy team. Really? Okay. Hey, real quick, I'm going to get to what Jalen needs here in a second. I want to hear you guys' thoughts too. Hey, how about this little tidbit for you? Why the Olympics suck today. Okay? You know the Daytona 500 outdrew the closing ceremonies of the Olympic Games. NBC paid $7 billion for the rights to broadcast the Olympic Games, winter and summer. I think a 10-year contract or something like that. Nobody wants to support a country like China and watch that thing, knowing that you have some of the worst human rights violations on the planet. You may have been responsible for a pandemic. You are siding with Russia right now, and you're a communist country. Here's a note to the Olympics. Why don't you put it in places people love, like Lillehammer? Like put it in places like in Spain. Put it in Greece. Put it in Calgary. Put it in Vancouver. Put it in Salt Lake. Put it in places that make people feel good about themselves. You put it in fucking Beijing? Really? Where Tiananmen Square's right around the corner? Where people run over their freedom fighters with tanks? You think that's in the Olympic spirit? Having the Olympic Games. Do you know the last time that the Summer Games and the Winter Games were held in the same country? It was Nazi Germany in 1936. China got both. How's that possible? How is that possible? Dude, do me a favor. Put the games in Barcelona. Put them in Italy. Do something that makes it look, friendly. Put it in Austria. Make everybody feel good about wanting to tune on the Olympic Games and see people competing in a great environment. Switzerland. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It goes to the highest dollar. And usually fascists come through when you need them. Man, you got everything you deserved with those television ratings. You totally got it. You deserve what you got with that. Okay? You put it in China. And the Redneck 500 beat you on closing ceremonies and TV ratings. Congratulations to you guys. Hey, that's the way to service your advertisers. Hey, what about this? Hey, we're in beautiful Beijing. Yeah. See the camps over here? Now, let me get off it. Okay, because, again, that was ugly. Pro football's awesome. Okay? Our sports in our country, they're great. That's what makes it great. That's what makes it, their scoreboard is why we love American football. There's a clock and there's a scoreboard. And just like in politics, people move the chains and they move the scoreboard on you. Can't in sports. Okay? You can't. All right. Let's go. By the way, Howie Roseman's contract is up. I want to hit on that. But, okay, so let's go here now. This is a great conversation because, like I said, I started it out and Xander put a poll up that said I threw out Landon Dickerson, sending him to the Cincinnati Bengals for a first-round draft choice. They do it in 10 seconds. You might get a 3 out of it, too. A 1 and a 3, but not in Philly. Even though Washington is putting up Chase Young in a trade package to try to land Deshaun. No, not Landon. We ain't doing that. Oh, okay. Okay. The Bengals would jump on that. There's nobody in the first round that the Bengals would want that would be better than Landon Dickerson. I'm not giving that guy up. Okay. Then Washington gives up Chase Young and lands Deshaun Watson, and you're in the 3 hole for the next 10 years. Congratulations. Great move. Wonderful move. Okay. Do you know what I need with Deshaun Watson to get to the NFC Championship game with the current structure with Brady retiring? God knows what happens with Aaron Rodgers. And I got to deal with Matthew Stafford. I don't know what that team's going to look like, too. We'll see what they do salary cap-wise. Let me ask you this. Here's what I need with Deshaun. Him, another wideout, and I'm good. And I'm good. I feel good going into battle for the NFC Championship against the Cowboys to win at least the East. I feel pretty good playing the Cowboys. If I have Deshaun Watson, Devonte Smith, Dallas Goedert, and I have a solid number 2 and the running game that they have, yeah. I'll put our eggs up against their eggs in the NFC East. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm right. I'll win the East. Okay? I win the East. Here's what you need with what's the famous lines that we're hearing out of the radio stations and even people on our network. Well, if you build a team around them, and you got to hope they hit. Think of that for a minute. So not only, watch this, you got to address the position. Then you got to pray the guy's good. And what level of good? Starter? All pro? Okay, kind of a half starter, special teams guy? You don't want him to be the Jalen Ragers of the world or the Whitesides of the world. You want them to be stars, right? How's that gone for you in the draft? In the second stint for Howie Roseman as GM, how's that gone for you? 5 threes for Watson? Yale, I know you're saying that kind of kiddingly. Okay? Here's what you need for Jalen. You need 2 more wideouts. Quality wideouts. Your wide receiver room's C- at best. C-. Need at least 2. How about your running backs? You sold there with them? I don't know. I can live with them or out without them. Do you want to try to upgrade there? Melvin Gordon? He's a free agent. Guys put a lot of yards up. Do you want to put somebody back there like that or no? I mean, you haven't really had a running back since Shady. I don't know. You okay with that? Right? You all right with that? Maybe a little upgrade there to running back? Maybe a decent back? Now you have to go to the other side because he can't. How many 3-and-outs did we see with Jalen Hurts? A ton. He's not going to go on 15-play drives. That guy's not doing that. He's not accurate enough. And again, this sounds like I'm shitting on the kid. But I'm trying to upgrade from the kid. Okay? Drew's like, what about the running backs throwing passes? Congratulations to you. Now you're a gimmick team. Okay, now you're a gimmick team. You got to try to trick teams to win. Now you know you're doing well. Right, Drew? Hey, anytime you got to go to trickery, you know you got them. Hey, maybe I can trick them into winning. Yeah. Ain't tricking anybody in that league, man. Right? Let me trick them. Right? So you need a running back, 2 wideouts. You need to revamp that entire defense. Defensive ends, linebackers, cornerbacks. So how many years are we talking about here rebuilding this thing around Jalen? Let's see. Well, I got to hope. Watch this. So you got 11 draft choices, right? 3 in the first. Let's just say this. 30% of those guys hit, which is the league average. 30%. Okay? Okay? 7 guys won't hit. 7 won't hit. You hear me? With all your draft picks and all your, hey, let's go out and get this guy. Let's go get that guy. Let's get this guy. 7 to 8 of your guys aren't going to make it in the league. But I don't want to get Deshaun Watson. And wait a minute. Maybe it's this one. I'm not willing to give up what it takes. You guys aren't willing to give up what it's going to take to get that guy and to make that guy want to come to you. You see, this is like dating a chick here. How do I make her want to date me? What do I have to do? How did you guys get your wife? This guy's got a big wallet. Okay, that's a way. This guy's really great looking. That's another way. But if you can get both of those, he's really great looking, and he is loaded. That's what makes players want to come to those teams. They're not afraid to spend money. Like, watch this. You think New England was a destination for free agents? Absolutely not. How many big-time free agents did you ever see go to New England for big money? Name me one. Let me think. Remember, Randy Moss was he was traded for a sixth rounder with the Raiders. Many people thought he was out of gas. Name me one. They don't. The only reason it was a destination is because Brady was there. You think free agents are going like this? Hey, man, they made it that way. This previous offseason, they spent $300 million to pay. I'm winning my argument here, Xander. The Patriots spent $300 million last year in player salaries. Why is that? Because they were sending messages to the rest of the league. We're no longer in the Brady regime. We are now looking for players. And if you want to come here and you still have time on your calendar where you can play, you're in your 20s, you're going to be a Patriot, and we're going to pay you market price now. The Patriots paid undervalued prices for anybody that rolled into those places because of Brady. They don't have that. You don't have that in Philly. You don't have it. Okay? You don't have it. So we're sitting here and we're constantly talking about, well, we'll be one of the players in here that's good. We're going to be a player in here. Look at all these drafts. Bro, you're not sexy enough in free agency, and you're going to have $30 million in cap space. John, Jalen is a backup quarterback at best. No, he's a starter. He's just not a championship quarterback. Nick Saban knew that. Nick Saban knew that. So Nick Saban replaced him with a freshman. Replaced him with a freshman. Tua, I believe, was a freshman. Replaced him. Because he wasn't accurate enough. By the way, has that improved since Alabama? Ask yourself that. People say he's going to get better. Has it gotten better in the last 4 years? Bama, Oklahoma, and Philly. You had a commentator during the playoffs, Troy Aikman, screaming for a quarter and a half. Throw to the single coverage. Throw to the single coverage. Throw to the single coverage. Yale says we'll see in September. September's too late, Yale. Okay? September's too late. You build your team now in the offseason. September's too late. July 27th, when you show up to training camp, it's too late. You're not going to improve your football team in July and September. It's too late. What you do today actually, and through April, is going to determine where you finish in the NFC East and in the NFC period. Lenny says, to be fair, he's had different head coaches or coordinators 5-6 years. I agree with that. Okay? But his accuracy is my problem. His decision-making is my problem. And by the way, I don't care about the 10 touchdowns and the 960 yards or whatever the hell it was, 948. I don't care about that. When people keep telling me about Justin Fields in Chicago, he ran a 4.3, so fucking what? Hey, he's great in a 4x100 relay. What does that have to do with playing the quarterback position? I don't care if he can run. Look at the legendary. Let's take a look at the top quarterbacks in pro football history. Let's just take a look at that for a minute. Peyton Manning, could he run? No. Brady? No. Breeze? No. Unitas? No. Marino? No. Mahomes? Some. Favre? Some. Rodgers? More rollout. Steve Young? More rollout. Montana, after he got his ass annihilated twice, once with the ruptured sternum, or the spleen and then the sternum injury, He didn't run. Aikman run? No. Roethlisberger? No. Eli? No. Rivers? No. Burrow? No. Herbert? No. Stafford? No. But we're going to change the game. This is ridiculous. This is a conversation. Vic, yes. What did Vic win? The cover of Madden. The cover of Madden. You got to be kidding me, man. Yeah, but hey, Washington will put up Chase Young. Okay? Okay? Put up Chase Young, but we won't put up Landon Dickerson. Stafford's not a Hall of Famer. He's not. But the way people are talking about him today, they make it sound like he is. BF, they talk like he is. I don't think he is either. 4-3 in the postseason, but it still has time. Kenny Pickett. Who? Is that like Nelson Pickett? But we don't want to do that. How's that poll going? I'm not trading Landon. He's my guy. Why would you do that, Sileo? I'm trying to get your team better. I'm trying to land a quarterback here. You know what the secret sauce in New England was? They made the tough cuts. They made the tough trades. They got rid of Richard Seymour before he ran out of gas. They traded Chandler Jones. They got rid of Darrelle Revis. They traded Randy Moss. They dumped all them fuckers, man. They dumped them all. Nobody in Philly would do that because you got to hold on to my guys. Yeah, hold on to your guys to what? The last bit of gas is in the tank? The hell you think we're doing here? This is not a kindergarten, or this is not the Philadelphia friendly Eagles where we have like Supreme Court justice jobs. You know, you're here until you're dead. Yeah. That's the problem in Philly. They won't let loose of that Whiteside kid or that Rager kid. That's a problem that Howie has. You know why? Because Howie's a bean counter. This guy was a capologist guy. Well, my guys drafted him. So what? People make mistakes every day. Hey, Jeremiah, I don't know anything about Landon, and I'm not going to say that to you. Lenny says, no, if you trade an O-lineman, trade Andre Dillard. He has another year on his deal. Yeah, but again, Lenny, that's not going to make Cincinnati go like this. Here's a 1. That's not going to make him go, yeah, that's not going to make Duke Tobin go like this. Yeah, I think we should give up a 1 for Dillard. That's not going to happen like that. Okay, Kyle says, why not trade Isaac? You think if you called up Cincinnati, you think you're getting the 31st pick for him? Hey, one above all, way to look at the cap, but they could defer that money out today because of the new CBA. It kicks in this year, starting March 1st. They could defer some of that dough out, and it won't be such a cap smash. The guys they have to worry about are Darius Slay and Fletcher Cox's contracts against the cap. Okay? Why? It's left tackle is a premium position. Do you think that Isaac gives you the 31st pick in the draft? Okay? A non-proven player? A guy who's graded high by some, may have some upside, but hasn't seen the field. Now, wait a minute. Because the Eagles are deep at the O-line position. But here, guys, why not trade that guy's ass, put Isaac in the starting position, and you got a guy here also on a cheap contract. You lower your cap, and you get a – boy, that even makes more sense. I put Isaac in the starting position. I trade Dickerson to get a first-rounder, gives me 4. I'm almost in the same position. I lower my cap because I got him now starting here. And hey, man, you guys love your dudes. It's okay. I guess so. But when he lands in Washington, God forbid, he lands in Washington, let alone the NFC, I'm talking Sean Watson, you'll regret not making more of an effort to go get him. You'll regret that. And you're stuck with Jalen. Here. Okay? Wait a minute, Birdman. You guys are playing Madden. I'm trying to get a football team better. You guys are playing Madden. I'm not. I'm trying to get your football team better. What do you guys think of Dak Prescott? What do you guys think of Dak? Tell me what you think of Dak Prescott. What do you think of him as a quarterback? $42 million, too. That's the market price for him. $42 million. Birdman says Dak's a bum. Lane Johnson's 32. Anthony says Dak's average. $42 million. Well, you ain't getting it. Okay? Not too smart. Maniac says, I think Dak's pretty good, honestly, as much as I hate to say it. Maniac, I think he's pretty good, too. $42 million? BS says Prescott is about the 10th best QB in the league. Really? Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Who's the best? Let's take Brady out of this now. Rodgers. I'm not going to put him in any order. Burrow. Allen. Mahomes. Wilson. Got to put Watson back in because Watson is going to play somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 6 now. Let's see. Who else? Stafford. Let's see who else. Who else would you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rodgers, Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, Wilson, Watson, Stafford. Oh, Lamar Jackson. Justin Herbert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and Derek Carr. So you would take Dak, Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, Wilson, Watson, Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr. Were you putting Dak in there? Where exactly are you putting? Where are you putting Dak in there? I don't see that guy as a top 10 dude. And get this, he's the highest paid guy at the position. You got the 11th at best. 11th at best. Okay? Best quarterback in the league, and you're paying him top dollar. Every one of those other guys are better. I'd take him to win a game over him. Dak's like 12, you're paying him 1. Okay? Then where's Jalen in that conversation? Where's Jalen? If we're looking at the 12th best quarterback, again, let's take it for this. Say it's the 11th best quarterback in the league. Where's Jalen in that? 25th? Where's he in that? 20th? You think he can win a Super Bowl with the 20th rated quarterback? 16 to 20. Holy shit. So you think he's better than Kyler Murray? Right? You think he's better than Kyler Murray? You think he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't think Jalen's better than Garoppolo. His record doesn't say it. Garoppolo's been a winner since day one. New England, San Francisco. Hey, and don't go like this. Well, San Fran's got a great team. Yeah, every time he's not on the field, they're 8-22. They're 8-22. You think? How about this? You think Jalen's better than Kirk Cousins? I could go down to probably 17 before I got to Jalen. Right? I could probably go down to 17. All right. Howie Roseman's contract's up. I want to hit on this because this is important and it goes into everything that I'm saying. I don't want. Hey, Sills, your Landon Dickerson trade, it's bullshit. But please tell me this, Sills, your Landon Dickerson trade is bullshit, but your concept is right on. Please say that, because then I'll know we're kind of like in the same room here. Hit the like button. Hour 2. Keep it right here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
You know you like being right. That's why you should enroll in an Independence Blue Cross plan. It's the health plan chosen by more people than any other, with more doctors and hospitals, more benefits that really rock, more of the coverage you want for the right price, including free doctor visits 24/7. It's a choice you can feel good about, because when you're right, you're right. And when you've got Independence Blue Cross, you're right where you need to be. Call 1-844-200-2583 today to get an Independence Blue Cross plan.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
PFF has Jalen Hurts ranked 11th. Pro Football Fools have Jalen Hurts ranked 11th. Okay. Yeah. Right. All right. Yeah. I'm sure they do. I'm sure. Welcome aboard hour number 2. Big Sills in the house here. By the way, guys, please hit the like button. You guys are great. Jesus criminy. Before I get to Howie Roseman, guys, please say this to me. Hang on, Chris. Chris saying I'm stirring the pot here a little bit. Chris, do you agree with my concept, though? Do you agree with the concept? It's going to take a lot to get one of those dudes here. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take something you don't want to surrender. And get this. Let me tell you about draft choices, like I said in the last hour. Okay? Watch this. Like I said in the last hour, dude, draft choices, man, are hit or miss. Okay? Yes, Maniac. That's probably been a mantra of my show for 30 years. Right. Stirring the pot? Okay. We probably have done that for 30 years. God, can you believe that? I've been on the air, I think, 27 years. I think it's 27. I know, right? Sileo, you suck. You're no good. You're terrible. Been on the air 37 years in some form or fashion. Right? 37 years. Hey, man, this guy, he sucks. This guy's been talking shit forever. I listened to him. My favorite line is this one. Sileo's been talking shit forever, man. I hate him. He sucks, and I've been listening to him for 15 years. Oh, okay. Oh, man. I'm an old turd. Yes. Sometimes I feel it, dog. All right. Let me do this for you here. Let's go down this path. Will there be a strong market for Carson Wentz if the Colts cut him? Watch your emotions get involved in this conversation. Watch your emotions. Watch your emotions get in the way of this one, too. Steven, thank you. Chris says, yeah. Hatter says no. There's going to be no market for a quarterback that had a 94 quarterback rating, 27 touchdowns and 7 picks, and threw for 3,500 yards, and his team was 9-8. But there'll be no market for him. Okay. Yale, no. But he'll land somewhere. That's a half-ass answer, Yale. Warm market. East Side Monster. You guys, I know some of this kills you to say. Hey, by the way, Sean, that's a great comment there. In many aspects, Carson Wentz had better numbers than Josh Allen. I know, man. I looked it up, too. I couldn't believe it. Steven says, I would think so. Yeah. Wentz has never had receive. Hey, who are his big receivers in Indy this year? Somebody tell me. Who was the top receiver that Carson Wentz had in Indianapolis this year? Let me see. Does anybody know what the big number was? Hey, how about this? Did Carson have a 1,000-yard receiver in Indianapolis this year? I'm going to do this right here. Indianapolis Colts offensive stats. T.Y. had 1,000 yards? All right. Let's take a look at that. He did? He had 1,000 yards? Roster. Did anybody have 1,000 yards receiving in Indianapolis? No, they just ran the ball. Oh. He still had 27 touchdowns? And he had 7 picks? Tight end did damage, though. Running back had 1,800 yards. No. My question was, did Carson Wentz have a 1,000-yard receiver? Cincinnati had 3 of them. Did they have a 1,000-yard receiver? T.Y. got hurt. Here's what we had. T.Y. got hurt. They ran the ball, but Carson had 27 touchdowns. Okay. Really? Pittman was weak. No tight ends. But there'll be no market for a guy who threw the trash cans like he threw the trash cans his final year in Philly. At the end of Carson Wentz's time in Philadelphia, he was throwing to trash cans and dudes that worked at the international airport. Baggage? Yeah. 3 bags? 2 bags, $50 a piece. Yeah, that's the new rule. Oh, I got a call from the Eagles? Wait a minute. You want me to come play wide receiver? Hang on for a second. I got to talk to my shift supervisor. I'm like Vince Papali. Hey, the Eagles want me to come play wide out for them. They don't have anybody. I'll be right there. I don't care what the league minimum is. It's more than I'm making here at the airport. See ya. That's who Carson Wentz is. Yeah. Hello? Howie who? Howie Roseman? Roseman. Oh, yeah. I heard your name. What do you do for a living? Oh, you're the general manager of the Eagles. Well, I've been working out a little bit. I've been doing some hopscotch and I've been jumping rope and I'm playing pickup hoop with my boys down at the rec. Play wide receiver for you guys. Sure. Hey, well, again, I got to talk to my supervisor, man. I mean, workout? Yeah, sure. No workout. Just sign me to a contract? I'm in. Talk to you later. That's who Wentz threw to. Okay? That's who Wentz kind of threw to at Indy. No market for him, though. My point is that teams are going to line up for him. There'll be about 15 teams line up for Carson Wentz. Because look at the free agent market. Tyrod Taylor, Teddy Bridgewater, Blaine Gabbert. All them great names. Yeah. Hey, all them wonderful names. Okay? 1,082, 6 TDs. We got one. Yay. Yeah. 1,082. Man. Yeah. So there was one guy on that team. That's just good, man. The Eagles had the number one rushing attack, too, in the NFL. Right? But there'll be no market for Carson with Michael Pittman Jr. as his number one wideout. Michael Pittman Jr., Pro Football Fools ranking. I'm sure it's awful high. Gardner Minshew. Oh, yeah, those names would be working. The free agent wire. Can't wait. Whoa. Let's line it up. And plus, you're going to get Wentz on a cheaper deal once he gets whacked in Philly or in Indy. Because nobody's going to pick that contract up. That dead money will go against the Colts cap. They'll defer it out. He'll sign a cheaper contract. And he'll probably be paid what he's worth, actually. You'll probably pay him somewhere with incentives $5 to $8 million. And the Steelers will get this guy, put him on their football team. They'll win 11 games with Mike Tomlin. That's how the Steelers work. They'll let you pay for that. And they'll let you pay for that. And we'll take the kid on like Jerome Bettis, and we'll turn him into a star. How you doing? Yeah. How you doing? Hey, East Side Monster, now you're going a little bit too far. Okay? Comeback player of the year? You guys, man. Hey, well, I see. So if I give it a little bit, you're going to jump back on. So we're going like this a little bit here. East Side Monster. Oh, good, man. I don't want to trade Landon Dickerson. Let me get a poll and put it up. Yeah. See Xander too, man. Xander put a poll up. Thank you, Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 Eastern. Thank you very much. Yeah, try to veal. Right? And so, hey, I'm putting a poll up. Landon Dickerson. What are you, fucking nuts? I'm like, no, I'm not nuts. I'm trying to get you a quarterback that can at least find single coverage. Is that single coverage? Is that single coverage? You know, I couldn't figure it out at Bama, and that's why they whacked me there. Yeah, wait. Oh, no. Is that single coverage? Is that a free safety over the top? Oh, I see it now. Only took me a quarter and a half to find it. Holy cow, man. This guy couldn't find a dollar bill on the floor. Single coverage guy, wide open. Only took you a quarter and a half. Mobile quarterbacks can't read. You mean like Aaron Rodgers? Right? He can't read defenses, probably so. Ice Cube, yo. I thought Cube was great yesterday, actually, man. He goes, hey, don't start shit, man, with me and Dre. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, don't start. Yeah. Man, hurts if he watches you. Hey, wait a minute, Sydney. Wait a minute here. Like I told you, don't take it personal, kid. Don't take it personal, Jalen. It's not. This is about getting your football team better, man. Working on it, Reyes. Working on it. Working on it. 3.5 quarters to figure it out. Oh, now I see what you're saying. Yeah, it only took you 17 plus a playoff game to find it, but it's all good. All right, let's get to Howie. So Howie's contract is up. I'm a fan of Howie Roseman. I'm not so much a fan of Howie Roseman, the talent evaluator, though. But Howie Roseman, the GM, and let me explain. You see, unlike some of your turd sportscasters that just go like this and throw shit against the wall, Big Sills doesn't do that. I actually have receipts to pay for my takes. And you tell me if I'm off base or I'm on base. Hey, BF, he got Malott in the 7th as a project. Oh, he gets no credit for that. He gets no credit for the Super Bowl. He gets no credit for Lane Johnson. He gets no credit for Kelsey. He gets no credit for Cox and any of them dudes. Right? Let's do this. His tenure as general manager of the team, okay, in the process of him being GM, by the way, it's been more productive than anything Jerry Jones has done. In his time as GM, it's been more productive than Jerry. Okay? I would tell you this. Howie Roseman has been just as productive as Les Snead with the Rams. Both have Super Bowls. Well, maybe Les has been to 2 Super Bowls. So I'll take that back. Les is probably a little bit more. Les has been to 2 Super Bowls. He's been more productive than Steve Keim in Arizona. How about this one? Howie Roseman, in his time as general manager, has been more productive than Kevin Colbert in Pittsburgh. Would we not agree since the Super Bowl win, I think in Tomlin's second year? Do you know the Steelers are 7-9 or something like that? Like, they don't have a very good postseason record under Mike Tomlin. Since that Super Bowl win, they've missed it like 3 or 4 years. Okay? Howie Roseman has a better resume than Kevin Colbert in Pittsburgh. Would you say that's significant? I would. He clearly outdid Dave Gettleman in New York. Let's see who else. How about Jason Light down in Tampa? Jason Light's got some football players down there, doesn't he? Prior to Brady showing up, Mike Evans has panned out, Goddard, Howard. Okay, he made some nice moves in free agency. Bush, the linebacker, they did some really good things. Jason has probably done a better job at talent evaluation, salary cap manipulation, bringing guys like Brady in. Jason Light's done a hell of a job. And then when you add a guy like Brady in, it kind of, okay? Pete says blasphemy. Okay, let's go here. Let's keep moving around the room. Howie Roseman has been more productive, I would say, than anybody in New Orleans or right? I mean, New Orleans, they got a Super Bowl. Have they been as productive? Yeah. Howie Roseman, if you go around and you compare him to other general managers in the NFL, he would have to be in your top 5. Am I right? I'm not saying he hit on everybody, and I just said this too, Chris, that I'm not too high on him when it comes to his talent evaluation. That's not exactly what I'm – you can't single one thing that a GM does because they wear multiple hats. You're looking at it in a vacuum. Let's see what the GM's responsible for. Hiring and firing of a head coach. Part of the hiring of the coaching staff. Putting a personnel department together. Drafting. Free agency. The most important, salary cap. All these answer to the owner. Head coach, coaching staff, player personnel development, and, hey, if you want to put that in there, that's also split in half because you got coaching. I mean, you've got college football personnel department and a pro side. So you really have another scenario where you have to cut that department in half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's ahead of 7 departments in the Philadelphia Eagles when it comes to football operations. Chris says his weakness is drafting. Okay, how about this? Well, the hiring of Doug Peterson worked. Okay? Hiring of Doug Peterson worked. He's involved in that. Super Bowl. Okay. Moved off him, hired Nick Sirianni. As of right now, they made the postseason in Sirianni's first year, rookie head coach. Traditionally, let's take a look at rookie head coaches in the NFL and how well they've done. Parcells won 6 games. Bill Walsh won 5 games. Jimmy Johnson won 1 game. Mike Shanahan was horrible with the Raiders. Belichick got fired in Cleveland. They sucked too. I don't know. Nick Sirianni's first year, postseason, team was 2-5. As of today, pretty good hire. The coaching staff. Okay, this is where the problem comes in, where, again, you start to thin yourself here a little bit. Think about this for a second here. Okay? Jonathan Gannon. I think we all look at that and go like this. That dude's going to have to improve or he's going to get blown out. He's going to have to improve. But Howie's part of this. Hey, from week 9 on, they were one of the better defensive groups in the league. Not that they played superstar teams, but they were. How about this? Your pro personnel department, were they right on Darius Slay? Were they right to move off of Carson Wentz? Make the Colts pick up that salary. Now you got a cheap quarterback in the room. He was right on Jalen. Jalen was a second. Not saying he's a future quarterback or he's a star quarterback. But, hey, and watch this, guys. And I'm with you on this one. Watch this. Hey, man. You know, Jalen getting in the second round is bullshit. Why would – and they traded up to get him. Okay? Matt says Howie needs to be paired with a number 2 guy. Similar to what Joe Douglas did with the organization. He and Howie appeared to work well together. Okay? Jeff, don't trade. Wait a minute. Matthew, I love your take. Because I'll tell you something, Matthew, I love that take. Jimmy Johnson had Bob Ackles in the room with him. And Bob Ackles helped Jimmy walk through trades. The Herschel Walker deal was done through Bob Ackles and the acquisition of getting guys like Charles Haley and players like that. It went through Bob and Jimmy, and they talked it out. I think it's always great to have 2 great personnel or a great personnel guy in the room with you, especially when your forte is cap. Okay? Hey, I'm not telling you, Smile, that he's hit on all these. No, Dickerson's our boy. So you'd rather have Landon? Wait a minute, guys. Here, I'm on Howie here, but so you'd rather have Landon Dickerson than try to go get Deshaun Watson? All right. All right. Wait, I got a phone call. Yeah. Oh. Deshaun wants to play in Washington. Chase Young. Wow. 2 1s and Chase Young. Let me get back to you. Chase Young. You're putting Chase Young up. Yes. Oh. I'll get back to you. Landon who? Chase Young. Washington's put up Chase Young, but you don't want. All right. Free agency. Darius Slay, man. He's looked like he's panned out pretty well. That's a good move. Guy made the All-Pro team. Salary cap. Guy's going to be $30 million under the cap. How's Howie Roseman done as general manager in your eyes? Hey, Chris goes, hey, Chase Young out of the division. I'm not mad. That's a great take, dude. Yale goes, I would do that. Yeah, you give up 2 1s and you get Chase Young. Shit, yeah, man. That's a sexy trade. Hey, Deshaun, you're going to go play in the nation's capital. Okay? They got a good roster, too. And it's a weak NFC. And you can win that division. You'll own that division for the next 10 years, the NFC. They've only got Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott in that shitty division. You won't have to worry about it. Philly's still sitting around how to put the pieces around Jalen. Dak, they overpaid for it. Jerry knows it. By the time the Giants figure it out, it'll be 2030 before they figure it out. Maniac says I'm an undercover Washington fan. No, I know a lot of people in the room. How you doing, right? I know a lot of folks in the room here. Here's the latest on my poll. Thank you. 4 to 6, Monday through Friday. Again, try the veal. And by the way, the Sands also has a great salad bar. Anyway, they don't have the Sands anymore. Treasure Island. 74% vote no on trading Dickerson. And of course, Xander, being the Philly man he is, you bum. Oh, man. Again, you guys are too much, man. I love him. I'm not trading anybody I really like. You crazy? I'm not trading Landon. Yeah, but it's for Deshaun. I love him. Guy wears a cowboy hat. He's a character. Everybody at Lincoln Financial. Yeah, well, you love a guy throwing 40 touchdowns every year and putting you in the NFC Championship game. That guard don't put you in the NFC Championship game. Not saying he don't help. Come on, man. Trade Dillard. They don't want him. Hey, watch this. Hey, Cincy. Hey, wait a minute here. Hey, Duke. Yeah, Duke Tobin, in case none of you know who he is. Duke, I'm going to trade Dillard to you. Can you give me a first rounder? Bro, you know what I'm going to give you for Dillard? I'm going to give you the courtesy of a hang-up. Hey. Bro, I won't even give you a 7th rounder for. I don't need that guy. No. Bobby's like, oh, no way. Deshaun's a jag off. They would take Lane Johnson. He's 32. I think you'd have a tough time with that one, too, at Lincoln Financial. Could you imagine waking up tomorrow morning? I'll tell you what, man. I'm not sure JAKIB Media would put me on if I woke up tomorrow morning and we all went like this. Let's trade Lane Johnson. All of a sudden, Lane's gone. You guys be like, you motherfucker. Hey, look what you did, man. You started bullshit, man. Absolutely not. Oh, man, you guys be hey, man. Can you imagine you wake up come draft day? Landon Dickerson has been dealt to Cincinnati for a 1. You guys be like, you fuck. Yeah. I'd be mad too. Sileo, you started some bullshit. You know, I give you my time here. I like that you stir it up, but don't stir it up too much, man. Brian, what are you talking? No, Brian, they love their guys, man. They don't want a quarterback. They're happy with Jalen. They're happy with building around them. I'm building around anybody. I could go get a quarterback that can fix all my issues. Ask the Bengals. The Bengals got a quarterback. How many issues do you think Cincinnati has? Special teams. Outside the kicker, he sucks. Who else? The whole line's a train wreck. You got all the talented wideouts. Tight end even. And you couldn't get any one of those guys the ball in the second half because your old line was terrible. All 5 guys. All 5 guys. Birdman, I love you, man. Okay? I do. You guys are great. You guys are great, man. You guys. This conversation on Tom Brady playing again, too. I want to hit on that. By the way, what is this? In 1 hour and 30 minutes, Sills has convinced me to trade all. We're going to do a Mike Ditka trade. Put that up again. Put that up again, Xander. In 1 hour and 30 minutes, Sills has convinced me to trade all 19 of our picks for Watson. Not kidding. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's funny, dude. Fuck it. Let's get him. Here's what Maniac did. Watch this. Fuck it. Let's just get rid of everybody. Just dump the dump truck up of chips. When it comes to draft choices, fuck it. I want Watson. Let him have. Hey, dude, if you want Devonte Smith, you can have him. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to have the Eagle Ring of Honor, I don't care whatever it is. Let's just do. You can play at the link. I don't care. Just get me to watch. I'll trade everything. I'll trade our next 5 years of first rounders away. I don't care. Fine, Sills, you did it. You did it. Fine, let's just get rid of everybody, man. I don't give a shit. Get rid of the whole. Throw Mulata in. Throw Slay in. Fuck it, right? Let's just go there too, man. All right, guys, hit the like button. We'll be right back. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
know you like being right. That's why you should enroll in an Independence Blue Cross plan. It's the health plan chosen by more people than any other, with more doctors and hospitals, more benefits that really rock, more of the coverage you want for the right price, including free doctor visits 24/7. It's a choice you can feel good about, because when you're right, you're right. And when you've got Independence Blue Cross, you're right where you need to be. Call 1-844-200-2583 today to get an Independence Blue Cross plan.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back, National Football Show. Your boy Dan Sileo. Appreciate you guys coming aboard. Do me a favor, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. I'll tell you a guy that I think is going to get another shot at playing in the National Football League again. And I think he's going to get another opportunity to maybe change the direction of his career. You know who that is? I think Mitchell Trubisky is going to be a guy that's going to get another opportunity. Follow me here. Here's a guy that won, if I'm not mistaken, I think he won a couple division titles with Chicago. That's in the division of Aaron Rodgers, too. So I'm not sure, but it could be a fact that he has also it could be the fact that he also has an opportunity to, go in, work with Sean McDermott and understand the position of quarterback. I saw him in the exhibition season, and not to wade too much into the exhibition season, but I think that he's going to get an opportunity. Does he, Steve? Does he have a good win percentage? I think he does too. I think he has an opportunity to go somewhere. Now, look, do I think he is a franchise-changing guy? No, I don't. But I think what we're showing you here a little bit today, look, Jalen Hurts is not a bad quarterback. All kidding aside here, he's not. And no one is suggesting that. But there's tiers. There's guys here at tier 3, tier 2, and what we saw in the postseason. Those tier 1 guys, they cover. Look, in a salary cap era, do you know what these franchise quarterbacks, what do you guys think that these quarterbacks do that are these tier 1 guys? What do you think they do for an organization when it comes to keeping everything together like Brady did for 20 years? What do you think their biggest asset is? Look, maybe you don't have the best O-line, Joe Burrow. Maybe you don't have a top-flight wide receiver like New England. Okay? Maybe you don't have watch this, even Matthew Stafford. He loses Woods. I know they went out and got Beckham, but they lost Beckham in the Super Bowl. They adjusted. They were able to compensate for what happened, and they were able to win the game, and they were able to play really great in the second half because they had a quarterback that could cover holes on their football team. Okay? Easy Money says he thinks that Trubisky's better than Hurts. I do too. How about this? I'll say this. I don't know if he's better. I think he's got more upside. And I think he's got more pure quarterback skills than Jalen does. I do. He's a prototypical drop back guy. He's a big kid. and now he's being coached by Ken Dorsey and by Sean McDermott, in my opinion, okay, I think he's going to get an opportunity. And personally, if Buffalo got some calls, hey, Christopher, what was his, hey, guys, do me a favor. Tell me what Mitchell Trubisky's record is, because I know he's got a division title. Okay? Matt, I'm not saying that, man. I'm saying he's going to get another opportunity to play somewhere because the pickings are slim when it comes to free agent quarterbacks. You're telling me about some dude that's a second-team offensive lineman that you're thinking could get a first-round draft choice for. I'm talking to you about a quarterback with a winning record, and I'm talking to you about a quarterback that, quite frankly, get this, he's actually won a division championship. Okay? Chicago had the worst offensive line in the National Football League along with Cincinnati. That's right, Sean. That old line when he was up there was atrocious. They won't even put Justin Fields. So listen, look at Mitchell Trubisky's record. As a starting quarterback in the NFL, he's 34-23. And you don't think he's not going to get another opportunity? I disagree with that. I disagree. Again, like I said, okay? Hey, like I said, by the way, when anybody gets a record like that, you're going to get an opportunity to quarterback again. You're going to get a chance to quarterback. So wait, Mitchell Trubisky's 34-23. He's won a division championship, but he's not going to get a chance to go and start somewhere in a league that is desperate for starting quarterbacks. How about this? You think there's a quarterback coming out of the game this year, out of the college game, that's better than him? Oh, that's right. Kenny Pickett. Matt Corral. Couldn't beat Alabama, kid. Matt Corral couldn't beat Alabama, but he's gonna beat the Los Angeles Rams. Steve says Mitchell Trubisky, 64 touchdowns and 38 picks. 34-23, 64 touchdowns and 38 interceptions. You're right. He'll never get a chance. Right? Matt Corral, 3 INTs. Right? And, hey, 3 TDs? Oh, yeah, okay. Did they win? No. Mitchell or Carson? I'm taking Carson. I'm taking Carson Wentz. I'm not trading Mulata. There's just too much there for me. You know what's funny? Something that Barrett Brooks said about him, though, today. Okay? You know what he said? He said he doesn't have the killer instinct in him. That would concern me. But then again, if you're an offensive lineman, okay? Carlos says, that's how Hurricanes talk. Yeah. Oh, good, man. Bears defense carried him. They sure did, Christopher. That's a good football side of the football there, man. But I agree. Still, the quarterback does get the credit for that too, you know. Today's NFL, that's how we look at it. He's a teddy bear. Easy money swearing on this, man. Easy money swearing on this. Okay? Easy money swearing on this. Hey, Matt Hatter says that if you get Mulata mad, you're dead. Dude, 6'8", 350. I'd be like this, man. Yeah, okay. That ain't something I'm going to be jumping into the ring with. That's a big fella, dude. That is a big fella, man. And he can play some ball. All right, we're going to take a brief timeout. Guys, please hit the like button. Keep it right here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rock glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
You know you like being right. That's why you should enroll in an Independence Blue Cross plan. It's the health plan chosen by more people than any other, with more doctors and hospitals, more benefits that really rock, more of the coverage you want for the right price, including free doctor visits 24/7. It's a choice you can feel good about, because when you're right, you're right. And when you've got Independence Blue Cross, you're right where you need to be. Call 1-844-200-2583 today to get an Independence Blue Cross plan.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back, National Football Show. Maniac thinks he thought I was 5'5" and he could eat like a bowl of soup off my head or something. He looked it up. He goes, Sills, you're 6'2"? No, I was 6'2". You know, hey, a couple LBs, you know, carrying you down. You kind of shrink a little bit as you get older. I used to be 6'2". Oh, that's funny stuff, man. That's funny, man. Christopher says, let other teams put up the offers, and last minute we go in and make the bid. I think that's how it's going to work, Christopher, actually. You know, I think as we get closer to that, know this, guys. As we get closer to the start of free agency, okay, here's the date you should all be circling on Deshaun Watson. That $40 million deal that he signed a year and a half ago kicks in. That means that the Texans are on the hook for that on their cap. Christopher, is it March 20? He's owed for. Is it March 20th? Okay, it's March 20th. I thought it was a start. I thought it was March 1st. But you're saying it's the 20th? Right. He's owed $40 million. And that goes against the Texans. They don't want that on their books. That's why they're going to run this thing all the way up until the 20th. Okay? They're going to run that thing right up there, man. And they're going to sit there and they're going to go like this. That's why right now they're starting to field offers right now. Even that's why it got out publicly that Deshaun's going to testify in 9 of those civil suits. They're trying to get a public perception out there that he's going to answer some of these claims against him publicly, which does this for PR, the teams that are going to be making bids for him. Well, look, he's going to answer all the stuff publicly. He's going to answer it. And so if he's going to answer it, we're good. And what was the number we said yesterday? I mean, we're talking about 17 to 18 teams that are going to be, how about this? Some are going to be hotter than others. I would say, what would you think? Here, I think this is a fair question here. What do you think the temperature is for the Eagles to call the Texans? I already think they have. But just how everyone else sees it. What do you think the temperature is on them calling and being serious about bringing him in? Scale of 1 to 10. I got to think it's like an 8.5. Because I do think they liked, you think 7? I think like 8.5. Matt Hatter says Laurie will not let it happen. Well, then he's not going to win. He's not. It was hailing. I can live with that Dickerson trade only if it brings Deshaun Watson here. Jeff, that's all I'm saying to you. I'm not getting rid of that kid. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, brother. Feast with Pete, 9. Steve, 8. That's right. Listen, guys, if you traded Landon Dickerson away, part of a deal to Cincinnati, maybe, how about this? Maybe you work a 3-team trade that lands you Deshaun and you go through Cincinnati. You imagine that? Watch this. Cincinnati sends Cincinnati. You get maybe watch this, or you get to keep the 15th pick, and you trade the 31st pick, and you get to keep 15 and 16. Okay, and you trade 2 1s, then you get the 31st pick, and you still get 2s, and you trade away Cincinnati, and you gave them Landon Dickerson, and you land your guy, and you're able to go into the draft and get an edge rusher. Again, these are all scenarios that don't think your general manager, whose contract is up this year, is not sitting around looking at. I want 2 first-rounders and a second for Dickerson. You know, maybe I am. Hey, how about that? Bobby, that's actually – I don't think you could get 2 1s for him. But could you get this for Dickerson? A first, a second, and a third. Would you be okay moving that to get a first-round draft choice so you can get Deshaun Watson? And look at all those assets you get. Maybe you land the kid, the center from Iowa with that. Going to have some pain here, guys. Right? First rounder in T. Higgins. Woo! First rounder in T. Higgins. There's your number 2. First rounder in T. Higgins. I'll take T. Higgins too. Your 31st pick in T. Higgins. Here's Landon Dickerson. So you get your number 2, you get Deshaun, and you get your edge rusher, and you got 8 picks. And if you want, you can package up Jalen on a deal to trade to get another 2 and have Gardner Minshew as your backup quarterback. Mock draft is Friday at 4:30. Thank you for reminding me, my friend. Feast with Pete. 31st pick and T. Higgins. See, now I'm going to start making people think about this. Mock draft Friday. You got it, brother. 4:30, we're going to do that. See, hey, now you guys are thinking like GMs. By the way, do me a favor, guys. Understand one thing, all kidding aside. No shade on Jalen. I'm kidding. Also, no shade on him. But as I say this to you, there's tiers of quarterbacks. Jalen's in that 3 tier. He's in, watch this. You think he's into Kirk Cousins' 2nd tier? I don't know. Kirk Cousins could throw for 4,000 yards and 30 some odd touchdowns. I don't know if Jalen has that capability. If he could throw for 30 touchdowns and 4,000 yards. I just don't think it, and I don't see it. So he's kind of like at the back end of that 3rd tier. He's clearly not in that 2. Derek Carr's are in there, you know what I mean? The Josh Allens, the Mahomes, the Aaron Rodgers, those are your 1 guys. Kyler Murray, I would put in 2. I don't think he's a 1 yet. Justin Herbert, I think he's climbing. Joe Burrow's a 1. Yeah, Birdman, he's just not a good enough. And like I said, when we're talking about winning ball games here, and by the way, you know, I love how people get their panties in a bind when we're talking about improving a football team. I don't care about anybody liking anybody. This is about winning football games. This is how these guys, I hate to pull the curtain behind and have you see behind it, but this is how teams think. Can I replay? Barrett and I were talking about this. The day they draft you is the day they're trying to replace you. They are trying to do and find a guy who is cheaper, can get the same production, and helps me out on my salary cap. They may like you and they may love you, but it's got nothing to do with winning ball games. They're going to try to find a guy to replace you at all times. Well, hey, Birdman brings up Devonte Smith. In the current system that the Philadelphia Eagles are running right now, hey, guys, I think this is a fair question. With the current system that the Eagles are running right now and the current personnel on the team, will Devonte Smith ever live up to his expectations as a wide receiver in Philly? Yes or no? Okay? You think he ever lives up to 1,300 yards, 100 catches? Think he ever gets 100 catches? You think he ever lives up to it with the current system that they have? Absolutely not, Maniac. Smile, no. Jeff, no. Sydney, no. Well, is it the responsibility of the quarterback to make everybody good around him and make everybody great around him? Look at what Burrow has done. Look at what Justin Herbert has done. Look at what even Kyler Murray has done in Arizona. Hell, to that fact, look at even what Tua has done to some level with the Dolphins. Okay, I mean, that football team this year won those 9 games on the back of those 5 horses up front. Hey, man, how about this? If Gardner Minshew is the starting quarterback of the Eagles, do you think there's any more wins or losses? I think it's the same. I think Gardner could have put up 9 wins too. I don't know. I don't see anything special out of that. And again, guys, you know, I'm not going to compromise my takes here by saying how much I like the guy. There, I just did it anyway. More losses, Chris? Steven says that Sirianni's a bad play caller. Or maybe it's the quarterback who can't execute his offensive plays. Remember, they simplified it a lot. Better in the pocket. Minshew is better in the pocket. Easy Money wants that Corral kid, man, in Philly. Okay? That's right. Smith and Goddard would have better numbers with Gardner Minshew. They would. He'd have better numbers. He would, man. And that's why I say, no question about it. Hey, that's right, Easy Money. It's not a personality contest here. It's about winning football games. It really is. Guys, I appreciate you guys coming aboard, man. Thank you so much here. Merrill Reese will try to jump on with us tomorrow. So we'll talk to the legendary voice of the Eagles. We'll get his spin. Also working on some other people. And we will have a mock draft on Friday. All 32 picks. We're going to do that at 4:30 on Friday. It's my first one, and it's my only one that I do each and every single year. Our Ice Cube interview is up there, too, over at JAKIB Media. Plus, don't forget, tomorrow, I'm there with Barrett again, doing the middle. We're going to be doing it for the next couple of weeks. We're having a blast doing that. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you so much. You guys really made a great show today once again. I so appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Till tomorrow, 4 to 6.